That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust, suspended in a sunbeam. The Earth is a very small stage in a vast cosmic arena. Think of the rivers of blood spilled by all those generals and emperors. Glory and triumph, they could become the momentary masters of a fraction of a dot. Think of the endless cruelties visited by the inhabitants of one corner of this pixel on the scarcely distinguishable inhabitants of some other corner. How frequent their misunderstandings, how eager they are to kill one another, how fervent their hatreds. Our posturings, our imagined self-importance, the delusion that we have some privileged position in the universe are challenged by this point of pale light. Our planet is a lonely speck in the great enveloping cosmic dark. In our obscurity, in all this vastness, there is no hint that help will come from elsewhere to save us from ourselves. The Earth is the only world known so far to harbor life. There is nowhere else, at least in the near future, to which our species could migrate. Visit? Yes. Settle? Not yet. Like it or not, for the moment, the Earth is where we make our stand. It has been said that astronomy is a humbling and character-building experience. There is perhaps no better demonstration of the folly of human conceits than this distant image. To me, it underscores our responsibility to deal more kindly with one another and to preserve and cherish the pale blue dot, the only home we've ever known.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, members of the board, Middletonians, local dignitaries, everyone really, stock workers, dock brokers, celebrities, nobodies, ladies, gentlemen, all comers, newcomers, the newly departed, the poorly depicted, people who are still teething, still looking for a helpful verb. The quote beautiful. The unquote unbeautiful, whose bones are just so, whose veins are just so, the drunk, the high, the blue, the down, los pueblos, los animales, foreigners, strangers, bookworms, people whose eyes are tired from trying to read something into everything. Those at a crossroads, a crisis, a quandary, a velvety chair, the dirty, the hungry, yes, we the cranky, the thirsty, the furious, the happy. Those of us who are full of life, bloated with it, gorged on words, and of course the bereaved, the bereft. But let's not forget the local merchants, the smiling faces, the placeholders, us. We people who are slowly leaving, slowly graying, who made all this all possible. This activity, this festivity, this dream dreamt with open eyes. friends of the diseased, the deceased, and friends of the disowned, and also healthy, friendly people with great skin and congenital heart defects, sufferers of autism, sports fans, non-believers, animal lovers everywhere, real people, without doubts, without certainty, with nothing else worth mentioning. The majority of us, silent, stifled, delinquent, in the background, barely hanging on, running out of time, air, hope, heart, nerves, chances, money, blood, friends, hair, time, teeth, time, hope, help, all of it. All of it. Those sans everything. Those avec nothing, who can't stand it any longer, who never really could. Gentle people, infinitely injured people, lost souls, ghouls, ghosts, descendants, shades, shadows, future ancestors, ladies, gentlemen. I know I'm forgetting somebody. Likenesses, darknesses, citizens, people, hopeful people, every last lone dying, inconsolably lonely person, fellow human beings, breathers. Welcome. Fire exits over there. I'm sure you can also get out this way. There will be a 5-minute intermission in which you can take your bathroom break. Enjoy!
Evening.
Maybe. I saw that. You think I'm a cop? I look like a cop, I walk like a cop, so you figure, case closed, I'm a cop.
You're not a cop?
No, I am a cop, you're right.
Well, that's what I
That's
thought.
what you thought. Everything is as everything seems. Good for everything, I guess. But what about you?
What do you mean?
What about you?
I don't know. I mean, who knows, you know?
No, what are you doing here?
I was just walking around. Later tonight, I thought...
Forget about before and after, I mean now.
Well, I don't know.
You don't know
I was-
because you don't know. See, that's the trouble. The beauty. The trouble. So let's just leave it at that. I think you dropped something. See, the problem with people like you is that you're so...
I was just sitting here.
Don't
My-
interrupt.
Was there something?
I thought I said, don't interrupt. You know what? I should just goddamn. Hi. Welcome. Welcome to the little town of Middletown. Ordinary place, ordinary time. But aren't they all? No, they're not all. Say something nice.
I'm just sitting here. I don't know what else.
Right. Anyways, Middletown, population, stable, elevation, same. The main street is called Main Street. The side streets are named after trees. Things are fairly predictable. People come, people go. Crying, by the way, in both directions.
Ain't that the truth?
Why don't you get out of here?
Why? I'm not doing
And
anything.
that's the reason you should stay. Let's go, move.
Where?
I don't know, a different bench, another perspective, just not here. Okay? In fact, you know what? Here. Allow me. Say I'm not doing anything. Say I was just walking around. Say it. Be a good human. Be filled with humility. With wonder. And awe. Listen, I am sorry for what I'm still doing to you, truly. But don't worry. It'll be over in 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Great. Yeah. Excuse me. I'm not exactly sure what I was hoping to. I apologize. I was just trying to imitate nature. Anyways, welcome. Honestly, Middletown.
Good morning. Hi, I was hoping to get a library card.
Oh, good for you, dear. I think so many people figure, why bother? I'm just going to die anyway.
I was hoping to learn more about the area. Do you have any books on Middletown?
Oh, I should certainly hope so. And voila! No. Sorry, we don't. There's a wonderful book called Yesteryear in Today's City of Tomorrow. But it's out. It's due next Tuesday. Hello? Oh, here's something from the Chamber of Commerce, just to give you a general sense. Middletown was built on the ruins of other, older Middletowns, and before them, a town called Middletown, which was named for being between two other places, both unknown and now incidentally gone. Incidentally gone? That doesn't sound right. Anyway, 1,000 years ago, the area was home to the Choctaw Indian, and it was called Impetwe, which no one knows what it means, but it might have meant you were far away, or between the snowing. The Choctaw had a highly developed culture and thrived in their time until they disappeared forever. New residents arrived and looked around. That's not much of a sentence. But I guess it still helps give us a picture. People, kind of lost and smiling. But okay, let's see. Arrived and looked around. Today, Middletown is a beehive, a human beehive of activity and business. Many come to raise families and watch, swollen with civic pride as their baby draws its first breath of local air. Also drawn by the excellent clouds and mostly silent nights, many come to quietly retire. Middletown, we've got you coming and going.
That's from the Chamber of Commerce?
I know! There is quite a lot they didn't mention. There's the library. Here. And, of course, the people. Which is what most places are made out of, if you think about it.
I guess. I'll wait for the other book. We just moved here.
I'm listening in on your conversation.
Sorry. You were saying?
My husband and I, we just moved here. We're trying to start a family.
Come on, family! Start, you bastards!
Well, welcome to you both. That's wonderful. How long have you been trying?
Almost a year now.
Oh, and I imagine it must be about the same for your husband. Good for you. Something you both can work on. The world needs another person.
Whatever you do, don't have an only child. They're the worst. Or so I've been told. Every time you hear a little noise, some singing or humming, there it is again. Same only child. I'm just being me.
Don't mind him. He's just... You're just responding to things around you, aren't you?
Basically. Hey, just did it again.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes. Do you have books on children, on childbirth and children?
They're in the business section. I'll show you.
Hi. Quick question. Books on gravity?
Hi, John. Let me get him squared away. Books about gravity. We have two. One called The Silent Killer and another one called Laws of the World.
The second one.
Let me go see if it's sitting on a rolling cart somewhere.
Gravity. Hello.
Hi.
We just moved here.
Oh, that's great. Who's we?
They're trying to start a family.
Yes, thank you. We is my husband and I. You live here, obviously.
That I do. Is it obvious? Yeah. Well, about 10 years now. 10 or 15 years. Actually, I think we're talking 15, 20 years. Time, you know. Whoosh, clank.
I guess. So what do you do?
More like, what don't I do?
Okay, what don't you do?
Well, you originally asked what do I do? I do paperwork, lawn work, plumbing, sometimes some house painting. I've worked graveyards, regular hours, happy hours, and yeah, sure. Sometimes I'll stare out a window, watch a year go by. 2 years. Sorry. I'm also trying to catch up on some reading. You could say that I am bent on self-improvement. What about you? What do you do? Oh, wait, let me guess.
I used to manage a restaurant. Before that, I worked at a bank, and when I get settled here, I might do something different.
You sound like me.
No, I don't. I do?
Kind of. No, you don't sound like me. I hate how I sound.
Here we are. Speaking of gravity, you might be surprised to know we have a real astronaut from here.
Oh, I am.
I bought a tandem bicycle from him once, and he was really friendly when I brought it back.
Oh, he's a complete gentleman. He said he wouldn't be able to see us all the way up there, but that he'd think about us. Can you imagine all that splendor, all that wonder and beauty, and all you could say is just Houston this and Houston that. To be so far away with such a limited vocabulary. And then there's John, here, with his handyman work, and now his reading. Such lively people, our townspeople, always occupied, somehow. And now you, too! Bye, John.
Thanks. Bye. It was really nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Oh, here's my card.
This is Lucy Gray's associate. If you need
sorry,
help.
that's someone else's card.
Oh. Okay. So then, how would I get in touch with you?
Problem created, problem solved. Bye.
Bye.
Now, you wanted books on children? What specifically? The history of? I'm joking.
I thought you were. Prenatal health, and maybe also some wallpaper.
It's so exciting! Wallpaper? I love the little patterns. Let me show you.
Okay.
I was nervous earlier. I don't know why. Well, I do know. For part of it, I was being choked. I'm nervous now that I think about it. But I'm nothing special, postnatally speaking. I fix cars. I try to. I get hassled by the cops. Try to maintain a certain sobriety. I volunteer at the hospital sometimes. Dress up for the kids. It was part of a plea deal. But what isn't? I found this rock once, everyone. What I thought was a meteorite. I brought it to the school here. I found it in a field. It looked special. Then the astronaut here told me it was just a rock. His name is Greg something. I had ideas about getting famous. Getting a local TV with my meteorite. When I found out it was just a rock, I figured I could still make some headlines with it if I threw it off a bridge, hit some family in their car, and killed everybody. But then I thought, oh, that's not me. So now some families driving around their car, not knowing how lucky they are, how sweet it all is, just because I didn't. I wish that made it luck. With a family, people don't stop to think about how lucky they are. I do. And I've realized I'm not that lucky. But I get by. If I had more self-esteem, more stick-to-itiveness, I might have been a murderer. I was a child once, like everybody. Somebody's golden child, somebody's little hope. Now, I'm more just, a local resident. Another earthling. Bye.
Bye.
All units in the vicinity. See the man. See the man. See the woman. See the streets and houses. Shadows. The words that don't rhyme. All quiet here, over. No news is good news, over. But there's no such thing as no news, over. Try to see my point. Just look at yourself. Over. See the bright side. Try to look at the bright side. Sometimes I'll just talk like this over the wire just to see if anyone's listening. Oh, well, no one's listening. I do like this time of day. Night. All the people. All their bones and arteries and personal problems. It's a beautiful animal, the person. Dark. I was too rough with that guy earlier. I think I embarrassed him. Regrettable. Sad stuff at home, and I haven't been sleeping, but I guess we all have a story. Once upon a time. Once upon a time, and so on, the end. I try to uphold the law, keep some order around here, but I have my moods. I just remember screaming, oh, the poor guy. It's a hard word to scream, it just sounds like a sound, and you can't bully people into feeling something anyway. Oh well. We once almost had a glass museum here. It was going to be called the Middletown Glass Museum. Fact. Behold. This is what life is like here, right now. Looking at people's windows at night makes you feel lonely. Lonely, but lonely along with the people in the windows. Along with the whole world. The whole lonely billions. Feels sort of holy in some screwy way. Fact. Fact.
Morning, are you here for the walking?
We are. Hi.
Hi. Well, let's get going then. Now, can either of you tell me what this is?
That's a monument.
It's a monument, yes, to honor the founding of our town here, the town of Middletown.
so that we may never forget.
Forget what?
Well, the history, the moment.
You know, we went to Rome last summer.
We searched for eternal truth, and to be totally honest,
I would love to go to Italy. Rome. It's so old. I bet you saw some serious monuments there.
Oh, the whole place is history.
we walked everywhere.
We went to Holland 2 summers ago.
He loves statues of horses.
Oh, so incredibly noble. Look, I used to gamble, okay? No ponies, trotters. I used to keep this scribbly notebook and I had these dark circles under my eyes. Lost my job. Oh, my previous wife, she. Well, that's a short story anyway, right? But anyways, yeah, it's sad and beautiful, yes, but it's not that sad and beautiful.
We are kind of on a quest. Just because we don't look like pilgrims doesn't mean that we're not pilgrims.
Yeah, so save us the brochures and speeches, okay? We may look like a couple of yahoos on vacation, but we're serious people.
Yeah, of course you are. I mean, I don't really know what you... I give this tour every day. I'm normally thinking about lunch or looking for another job. I'm not really focused on the next 2,000 years or so. It's just pretty regular every day. Just pretty every day around here. What can I say? We don't even have another
I'm not
step.
trying to be difficult.
I sort of like it. It reminds me of my dad. But I can see what you're saying. I guess we just like some strange angle on things, you know? Like, for example, if we go to the opera or something, we just especially request the obstructed view seat. It just somehow adds to the whole experience, you know?
And they're cheaper.
We love a bargain. You know that saying, politeness doesn't cost you anything? Sometimes that's what we do for a day, just like go around being polite.
We saved a fortune.
But, so yeah, I guess we just like some perspective in our history, you know? Some like little gossipy footnote on a local dish or some bastard child.
Of course. I grew up here. This was always, I don't know, I'm here or there. I trust it was important. I've never traveled, ever. I walk around town, that's about it. I notice a building or something and be like, hey, was that always there? Main Street, Elm Street. I look at people and try to figure out their story. You can sort of figure out the first and last fact, but the rest I'm like, what is going on inside you? Because I have no idea. I grew up here. I don't know. I thought this was the world.
Aw, of course you did. But hey, let me take a picture of you being wrong.
But so, yeah, I guess we just want something more, you know? I think it's because there's a long history of death in both of our families. So, yeah, I guess we just like things that are potentially monumental, but that aren't monumentalized.
Well, I don't know. I guess that's everything, technically, other than this.
Could be. Technically. Philosophically. Go on.
Well, for instance, the air. I wrote on it in school. Take a deep breath. 100 years ago, someone was digging a hole here for this very monument. He rested on his shovel and sighed. You just inhale a molecule of air that shoveler exhaled in that quiet sigh long ago. Scientific truth. And he, 100 years before, just inhaled a molecule of air from Caesar's dying breath, which dying breath probably contained a molecule of air from Caesar's first screaming breath when he was born. Scientific fact. Molecules. Not the prettiest word. Bet everyone knew the Caesar thing. But still, think of a beautiful sunset on Earth before human beings were evolved. It just beautifully sets. No one there to say ooh or ah or something breathy like that. It just sets. Then it's night. Nothing personal. Beneath us, okay, the dirt of fossils, broken pottery. Think that thought had religious value. Oh, down we go. City, then dirt, village, then ash, town, then ice crystal iron. Maybe a tooth or a piece of cloth. It's people's through all the way through. And on top too, walking around, eating ice cream, or doing whatever people do. It's fun thinking like this. Usually I'm telling people the time sunglasses were almost invented, or some of the dust of my shoe is from outer space. The rest is dead human skin. Infinity, asteroids, your great-great-grandmother. All that struggle and science and every little speck. You look at it and you think, dirt. Oh, and there's someone looking for something in a bag.
It sort of completes the scene. Sort of.
Wow, look at him. Classic.
Hi. Hey, bye. There's a meadow we could walk to. Nice grass and trees. Nothing noticeably historical going on. The Shogmak Indians believed trees were gods. They believed everything was.
Sounds perfect. Eat two Buddhists.
Sounds good. Maybe a quick pit stop.
Use your words.
Lemonade was invented in Pakistan.
John? John! We met at the library. You gave me your...
Yeah, I remember. Sure. Hi.
Hi.
I think I bought something and then left at the store.
Oh,
Wasn't
I've
a
done
very
that.
smart investment.
Oh, I've done that. Don't worry. So stupid. Hey, are you hungry? I'm really hungry.
Yeah. God, I had the worst night last night. Almost non-stop meaningful silence. Worst morning, too. Don't ever get married. That's my advice.
I'm already married.
Right, sorry, I forgot.
Are you married?
I was. Yeah. I just remember laying in bed, listening to the breathing. We had some pretty good times. Probably my best, yeah. It's sad. Well, whatever you do, don't get divorced. I'm so sorry. Are you getting settled in here?
I am. We are. It's all just a big change
What?
here. And the whole idea of children.
It is. I have 2 nieces.
How great, girls!
They are great. No, actually, it's just the one niece, I think. The other one is just her friend. I'm a terrible uncle, but I don't know, sometimes I still feel like a nephew. Time, you know? Buzz, blink!
You said that the day we met.
No, it's a theory of mine.
It's not really a theory, you're just making different sounds with your mouth.
So were you.
True. True.
guess.
You were reading a book about gravity.
Oh! Look, I mean, do I really need to know about that? Besides, I'm taking a course on watercolor painting.
Oh, you're quite the Renaissance man.
It's not a course, it's the directions that came on the back of the paints.
I think you would make a really good uncle.
Me too, but yeah, no, I panic. Who wants a panicky uncle? I get anxious, you know. I forget everyone's names and birthdays, and I get worried I won't recognize people.
I feel that way sometimes.
Me too.
So Bob, he's finishing up some things with work in our old house. He just started a new position. He should be here soon. Still don't really know the place. It can get lonely, can it?
Yeah. You wake up, you get the mail. It's a closed catalog, so you leaf through it and you think, hey, I could buy those pants. But then it would just be me again in a different pair of pants. So you get up and go for a walk, and that's your day. Time for bed.
That's kind of gloomy. I guess things aren't so bad. I like looking at catalogs. I visit Bob here and there if he's at a convention or somewhere nearby. He's in sales.
I just wanted to be in something.
Yeah? Well, I'm sure you'll... Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Thanks.
Can't sleep at night.
Oh God, nighttime. Daytime too, I'm like, enough, I get it already. I'll actually read articles about identity theft, and I'll get a little bit jealous. I don't know, sometimes I think I might just go quietly retire in the bathtub with an X-Acto knife. Oh, but then I'll start up some dumb project or read a book about some idiot thing.
John.
You have a really nice voice. I'm so sorry.
Mary!
Mary! Okay, of course. I like it.
I guess all nights are dark. We're probably never as alone as we think.
Yeah, no, we hope. I heard what you said earlier. I know it probably seemed like I didn't, but I did. I'm really sorry you can't sleep.
Oh, me too. No, thank you. I know you're just making different sounds with your mouth. But thanks.
I haven't asked you a lot about yourself.
Are you asking now?
No. I don't know. I just suddenly tried to picture you not sleeping. You get so used to the words for things, and then suddenly you remember the things. And so I suddenly saw you, the real Mary, not a word, staring out a window or crying or reading or whatever it is you do.
I do read sometimes. Or yeah, sometimes I do cry. That's nice. It's nice that you'd picture me in tears or reading. Night is hard. Sometimes I never know what I'm supposed to be listening to. But hey, it gives me time to catch up on the needless worry.
I do that. Use humor to try and distance yourself from the pain.
I was using humor to try to be funny.
Yeah, that's something different. Well, if you ever need any help, I'm pretty good with the needless worry.
The other night, I couldn't stop thinking, what if my taste buds stopped working?
Massive heart failure in a public place.
Come on, you could do better than that. And plus, that's really more of a guy thing.
Cancer in the privacy of your own home.
Yes, now you're talking. talking the good old standby, something for the ladies.
It's good to laugh. I really like that thing you said earlier, the dark nights.
Yeah, well, I guess all nights are dark, but you know what I mean. I almost forgot. I wanted to ask you something. Can you come by and check something out?
I'd love to. What?
A plumbing thing. I think it's a clogged drain.
I thought you were going to say like a painting or a sunset or something.
No. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll take a look. I could use the work. Not that I would charge you. Speaking of not making any money, I should get going. What's today?
Tuesday.
Oh shit! I thought it was Monday.
No, sorry.
Well, I would have found out eventually. It was really nice talking to you.
Yes, it was. We should. Yes. Bye, John.
Bye, Mary.
That book came back today. I was just reading. Here. Life had gone on.
For example, if we go to the opera or something, we just especially request the obstructed view seat. It just somehow adds to the whole experience, you know?
And they're cheaper.
We love a bargain. You know that saying, politeness doesn't cost you anything? Sometimes that's what we do for a day, just like go around being polite.
We saved a fortune.
But so yeah, I guess we just like some perspective in the history, you know? Some like little gossipy footnote on a local dish or some bastard child.
Of course! I grew up here. This was always, I don't know, I'm here or there. I trust it was important. I've never traveled, ever. I walk around town, that's about it. I notice a building or something and be like, hey, was that always there? Main Street, Elm Street. I look at people and try to figure out their story. You can sort of figure out the first and last fact, but the rest I'm like, what is going on inside you? Because I have no idea. I grew up here. I don't know. I thought this was the world.
Aw, of course you did. But hey, let me take a picture of you being wrong.
But so, yeah, I guess we just want something more, you know? I think it's because there's a long history of death in both of our families. So, yeah, I guess we just like things that are potentially monumental, but that aren't monumentalized.
Well, I don't know. I guess that's everything, technically, other than this.
Could be. Technically. Philosophically. Go on.
Well, for instance, the air. I wrote on it in school. Take a deep breath. 100 years ago, someone was digging a hole here for this very monument. He rested on his shovel and sighed. You just inhale a molecule of air that shoveler exhaled in that quiet sigh long ago. Scientific truth. And he, 100 years before, just inhaled a molecule of air from Caesar's dying breath, which dying breath probably contained a molecule of air from Caesar's first screaming breath when he was born. Scientific fact. molecules. Not the prettiest word. Bet everyone knew the Caesar thing. But still, think of a beautiful sunset on Earth before human beings were evolved. It just beautifully sets. No one there to say ooh or ah or something breathy like that. It just sets. Then it's night. Nothing personal. Beneath us, okay, the dirt of fossils, broken pottery. Things I thought had religious value. Oh, down we go. City, then dirt, village, then ash, town, then ice crystal iron. Maybe a tooth or a piece of cloth. It's people's through all the way through. And on top too, walking around, eating ice cream, or doing whatever people do. It's fun thinking like this. Usually I'm telling people the time sunglasses were almost invented, or some of the dust of my shoe is from outer space. The rest is dead human skin. Infinity, asteroids, your great-great-grandmother. All that struggle and science and every little speck. You look at it and you think, dirt. Oh, and there's someone looking for something in a bag.
It sort of completes the scene. Sort of.
Wow, look at him. Classic.
Excuse me.
Hi. Hey, bye. There's a meadow we could walk to. Nice grass and trees. Nothing noticeably historical going on. The Shogmog Indians believed trees were gods. They believed everything was.
Sounds perfect. Eat your Buddhist.
Sounds good. Maybe a quick pit stop?
Use your words.
Lemonade was invented in Pakistan.
John? John! We met at the library. You gave me your...
Yeah, I remember. Sure. Hi.
Hi.
I think I bought something and then left at the store.
Oh,
Wasn't
I've
a
done
very
that.
smart investment.
Oh, I've done that. Don't worry. So stupid. Hey, are you hungry? I'm really hungry.
Yeah. God, I had the worst night last night. Almost non-stop meaningful silence. Worst morning, too. Don't ever get married. That's my advice.
I'm already married.
Right, sorry, I forgot.
Are you married?
I was. Yeah. I just remember laying in bed, listening to the breathing. We had some pretty good times. Probably my best, yeah. It's sad. Well, whatever you do, don't get divorced. I'm so sorry. Are you getting settled in here?
I am. We are. It's all just a big change
What?
here, and the whole idea of children.
It is. I have 2 nieces.
How great, girls!
They are great. No, actually, it's just the one niece, I think. The other one is just her friend. I'm a terrible uncle, but I don't know, sometimes I still feel like a nephew. Time, you know? Buzz, blink!
You said that the day we met.
It's a theory of mine.
It's not really a theory, you're just making different sounds with your mouth.
So were you.
True. True. How's gravity?
It's all right, I guess.
You were reading a book about gravity.
Oh! Look, I mean, do I really need to know about that? Besides, I'm taking a course on watercolor painting.
Oh, you're quite the Renaissance man.
It's not a course, it's the directions that came on the back of the paints.
I think you would make a really good uncle.
Me too, but yeah, no, I panic. Who wants a panicky uncle? I get anxious, you know. I forget everyone's names and birthdays, and I get worried I won't recognize people.
I feel that way sometimes.
Me too.
So Bob, he's finishing up some things with work in our old house. He just started a new position. He should be here soon. Still don't really know the place. It can get lonely, can it?
Yeah. You wake up, get the mail. It's a closed catalog, so you leaf through it and you think, hey, I could buy those pants. But then it would just be me again in a different pair of pants. So you get up and go for a walk, and that's your day. Time for bed.
That's kind of gloomy. I guess things aren't so bad. I like looking at catalogs. I visit Bob here and there if he's at a convention or somewhere nearby. He's in sales.
I just wanted to be in something.
Yeah? Well, I'm sure you'll... Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Thanks.
Can't sleep at night.
Oh God, nighttime. Daytime too, I'm like, enough, I get it already. I'll actually read articles about identity theft, and I'll get a little bit jealous. I don't know, sometimes I think I might just go quietly retire in the bathtub with an X-Acto knife. Oh, but then I'll start up some dumb project or read a book about some idiot thing.
John.
You have a really nice voice. I'm so sorry.
Mary!
Mary! Okay, of course. I like it.
I guess all nights are dark. We're probably never as alone as we think.
Yeah, no, we hope. I heard what you said earlier. I know it probably seemed like I didn't, but I did. I'm really sorry you can't sleep.
Oh, me too. No, thank you. I know you're just making different sounds with your mouth.
Maybe that's... Yeah.
John?
Again. She says in her nice voice, John.
Do I seem different?
How?
I don't know. Somehow, inside.
Kind of. Yeah. You do.
Good.
Change.
I know.
You smiled when you said good. It says a lot about you. You look really well. I know you'll be a radiant mother. I don't have anything, Mary. I'm sorry, that's a big change of topic, but I don't. I mean, look at me. I've got a few hobbies that I quit and some overdue books that I never returned. But I don't have anything.
Yes, you do. Come on, yes, you do.
Mary, I don't.
Maybe you're not looking hard enough.
Long given a firm.
What?
Just joking. 'Cause remember when you couldn't hear me?
Oh, right. Sorry.
I never thought about it like that. Seriously.
Don't worry. People always look so worried. We got a report of a problem down here. Some trouble. A scream. A loud sigh. A couple of sighs. Something. I'm sure it's fine. Just normal people being human in the night. Inner life meeting outer life. Bang! Kapow!
Oh.
But yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Okay. Sleep tight, pretty Middletown. All is well. Pray the Lord your soul to keep. Something like that. Whatever makes you feel peaceful. Just be all right.
I wish I brought a sweater. Are you cold, sweetheart?
Feelings.
Remember, we're inside. Excuse me.
Bathroom.
Nice and quiet, dear.
That was in the play.
You look busy.
Oh, I'm writing a book on being an audience member.
What do you like to go see?
Oh God, well, anything and everything. I've seen horses being born, Egyptian tombs being exhumed. I've gone whale watching, saw my poor mother die, a Hindu bathing festival, a total solar eclipse, you name it. Mainly plays. Sometimes I get anxiety when the curtain goes up.
I always want to cry at the end.
Just passing through.
Your son has an amazing memory.
He's my nephew.
Oh, well, he has a very good memory. What was your first memory ever? It's hard, isn't it?
I like it when plays have breaks in the middle. Once we met an oceanography student. Remember, he painted our garage. It's nice.
It's strange. Since you don't know the end, you aren't sure what you're in the middle of.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are we talking about the play? So let me guess. The town
This
is like...
town is called Middletown, but it has other names.
Yeah, I got it. But the people are...
I think the main two are having a romance.
I had a neighbor like the John guy. It was really sad. He didn't have anybody.
Houston.
Houston is in Texas.
Your son has an amazing memory.
You know what's funny? I mean, like, there's some, like, life happening in there. You know, like, in the town, in the library, in outer space, here, all over. Like, in a fictional way, of course, but also, like, non-fictionally. You know?
Relativity.
That's your contribution?
Yeah, everything just seems so, I don't know, Sir Albert Einstein.
I don't think he was ever knighted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Somebody's coming.
But we don't know what?
Neither do they. They're right in the middle of some life, like in a way.
They deserve something good. We all do.
Life.
I think Mrs. Swenson is pregnant. There's a shadow, a glow, you can tell.
That's always a possibility.
So is suicide.
Where did that come from?
Where does anything come from? Where do crocodiles come from?
Dinosaurs.
Stop!
But where do dinosaurs come from, and so on and down the age until you're asking, where does nothing come from? King Lear has an answer, King James has another.
Man, my foot is totally asleep.
You know, there's a culture whose name I forgot said that the soul was located in feet. Others have stated it to be located in the eyes, hands, heart, all over the body.
Culture.
It's like the thing you said. We don't know what the end is, so how can we know what we're in the middle of? Like we don't know what happens to us when we die, so how can we know what happens to us when we're born?
Or when you're in the middle. A serious mystery, and then the middle part, and then another mystery. Very good. Do you mind if I write?
Please.
Hey, so, where's the husband anyway?
We saw a play once. It had an angel in it.
Strange. What a thing. Language, repeatability, time, grammar, us. Weird.
Is, was, will be.
That pretty much covers it.
Is, was, will be.
Story of my life.
I've seen so many things. Huh.
Huh! This just comes completely off.
All that travel, all the cathedrals and wonderful meals and evening light and people dying, what are my findings? What is my conclusion? Huh. Huh. Exactly.
People always look so worried.
They do. They do. Right, the cop said that.
People know what happens.
Who said that?
Ah, exciting! And here we go. Woo!
Just some regular sounds from nature. Probably nothing to be too afraid of. That was my impression of a cell dividing. Or, I don't know, metastasizing. Same thing for a while, probably. Until it isn't. By the way, I started drinking again. I don't know if people know that I stopped for a while. I did. Everything was better. You might be asking yourselves, why? That was a little chance to let your minds wander. To let you come up with some answers for me. That was a little time just for you.
sister.
She's good. She wants you to come over for dinner next week. We finished the patio and having a cookout.
Sounds good. What type is it, Elm?
White ash, I think. Although it could be green ash. They're surprisingly hard to tell apart.
Fair enough. Pretty day.
Where do you think this should go?
A lot of possibilities. People.
I know. Do you know what I don't know? What specifically about people?
Just people. The things they do. You think you know people? You don't. You think you caught some non-suicidal gleam in their eye. You didn't. You just never know what people are gonna do.
Right here. This is good. What do you think about here?
It's got potential.
I think it'll be soothing. Okay. It'll be soothing. This tree, just nice for people. Ball kids coming in on sunny school days. Shatter families in on rainy days. Just a good old sturdy old tree. You're saying you're south? A good tree.
Sure.
Ooh, I buried some sunglasses around back this morning just to give somebody something to find someday. What's that? I always think it's gonna be gold or skull or something. Hayas! That's gotta be a really old word. Rock.
Fits pretty well, doesn't it?
Sounds like a name the rocks would have picked out themselves. The same with tree! There. A monument of the moment of its own construction.
A rock a person put on top of another rock.
There's that word again. It has an honest ring to it. Rock. Person, on the other hand, I'm not so sure. It feels sort of fleeting, sort of last minute. Person.
Sounds like an average paying job.
It does! I'm a person. Been one for years now. It's okay, all the benefits and so on. Of course I'm not gonna do it forever.
This isn't really my kind of conversation.
No?
Yeah, not really. In fact, I've got to go in there, tell my sister I said hi. I'll see you later.
See you later. Rock. Tree. Warm.
There's a problem. What's the problem? Oh, wait, no, there's no problem. Sorry, that's, Swanson? Swanson. Oh, sorry. Now, everything looks good. We ran some tests on your little man. His Babinski reflex, for example.
Is that where you...
Right, that's where we stroke the bottom of the feet to make sure the toes curl. We usually do this with sounds and tiny beams of light. Most of these tests are done prior to the actual birth. It's incredible. A few years from now, people won't even have to be born. Anyways, he was magnificent. The first expressive gesture. You could probably hear the cheering coming on from the other room. It's crazy. It's kind of like a space launch. Long ways away now, but he may be a little Beethoven, your boy. So, will the father be present in the room with you?
He said he would, yes.
Good. It's good. It's good to have someone. Linguistically, you're going to want to start off small. Simple words like hi, juice, and tree, and bye-bye. Or say whatever you feel. Most of it's understood on a vibrational level anyway.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I have Miss Swenson on the line.
I'm so sorry. Can you tell her I have to call her back?
Okay.
Excuse me. Sorry. Back to you. Do you have a first name?
We're thinking possibly John.
John is perfect. Biblical, one syllable, no complicated backstory, just John. John Swanson. I like it. Kind of sounds like a little poem. What else?
Can I ask you something? I'm sorry, this is so general, but how should I be? What should I do?
Those are great questions, and here is my answer. Love is all. Without it, he'll just go around the world seeing this and that, and none of it will make any difference. Now is the time for smiles and simple rhymes. Go ahead, let's see you smile. Wow, great. Do you see? Now I'm smiling too. Let's be honest. The whole great march of humanity is just swinging your arms and walking, just smiling and moving forward. One other thing is you never know, so just be forgiving of yourself, of him, of nature, of everything. Nature is so insane, it's so rough, so yeah, forgiveness and love and you're all set. I'm sorry, I know I'm speaking quickly, there's probably huge gaps in my thinking, my apologies, I give this speech a lot.
Oh no, it's great. It sounds completely unrehearsed.
Just hold him tight, sing to him as much as you can, a week from now the amniotic fluid will drain from his ears. Until then, most words sound a lot like the word mother, or hearth, or earth, something rounded off indistinct like that. Hello, testing, 1, 2. Yes. Right now, everything to him sounds like a murmur of gentle intent. His animal instinct is going to be to trust life. His actual instinct, I never get over this, is to hold your hand. He's inside you right now, thinking, forming, waiting to hold your hand. Wow, huh?
You make it all sound so noble. Which it is, which I'm sure it is. I'm sort of alone in this at the moment. I'm sort of afraid sometimes. It's hard to believe that so many women have done this before.
Oh, but they did. And they were great and they were scared, so be great, be yourself. You look like someone's mother. Now, I know it's easy to forget, but we were all born. So just be a part of the whole crazy thing. Just life. It's been going on for years.
Yeah, but it's all sort of surreal.
Yes, but it's also sort of real. It's strange. A person inside of you is literally going to come out of you. But let's not overthink it. Now is the time where it makes good sense to sit back, breathe, and try to believe in miracles.
All right.
All right.
I will. What's it like to be born? Does it hurt?
Okay, well, distress is certainly the first event. I'm sure there's a great deal of pain, maybe even infinite pain, seen as all we've ever experienced before is infinite warmth. I'm sure even the gentlest birth feels a lot like a car crash. and then it's all over. He'll fall asleep in your arms, on your chest. He'll grasp for your finger, because that's what the deepest thing in him tells him to do. You won't believe it. We have 3.
Congratulations, that must be great.
It is. They are. My wife, her name is Jen. She said that she forgot all the pain, all the worry, everything when she saw her firstborn. She said that she finally understood a word she had been hearing her entire life. Love. I felt it too. As far as the actual birth, we were worried, yes, but no surprises.
I'm glad.
Anything else?
No, nothing I can think of.
Okay, well, I really have to take this phone call. Sorry. Go take a stroll. Walking is good activity, can help the labor along, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thanks. If I have any questions or if I need anything, I'll just ask and oh, I'm so sorry.
No,
You
no,
look
no.
so-
No, it's okay.
oh,
Yes,
I'm
I
so
really
sorry.
have to.
You're so busy. Bye.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Oh, is it Swenson or Swenson?
How are you feeling?
Okay, I think.
Sorry, this is difficult.
I know. What is?
Well, we don't know each other, of course, so it's hard to know how to begin.
I know what you're thinking. I'm not this kind of person.
What kind of person?
Well, I'm usually just a face in the crowd. In fact, I'm normally just home by myself, just a face in my house, which is fine normally. I don't think that. I don't know.
Go ahead, what were you going to say?
It was like this cloud came over me. This big dark idea
And that was what?
that I wanted to be an emergency somehow. I've always felt like one deep down. I've got all these weird problems. It always scared me there was even a word. And then suddenly, there I was like a crazy person on my kitchen floor, right in the thick of that word.
Forgive me, but you used some kind of knife?
A house painting tool, like a scraper thing.
Sounds dirty.
What do you mean?
I said it has dirt on it. You know, germs.
Maybe. Probably. I pictured everybody's with their eyes all red, saying funeral stuff like, "Oh, we hardly knew him." In reality, they really didn't. I never thought I'd have a lonely life, but I do, it turns out.
I'm sorry.
No, don't worry. I know I'm not crazy, I'm just sad. And not even that much right now. I'm a little bit hungry, so that's got to be a good sign, right? I know that I keep explaining, but I wanted to see if I had a survival instinct. Stupid way to find out, but I did. And I'm glad I did. And I'm better. I'm not fine, but I'm better.
I just need to take a look at this, okay?
It smells really, really bad.
It's probably the bacteria, okay? It could just be topical. But we're concerned, we're worried you might have something serious.
Okay, is we, you, and me?
All of us here. I'll have them dress it again.
What do I have?
I don't want to overwhelm you with details, but you're showing signs of an infection, which we are trying to identify, and then when we do, we can treat it.
I've been having some trouble with my legs. And my stomach is...
They told me. It can also strain the breathing, which is the big danger, if that's what we're concerned about.
But it's curable though, right?
We have high hopes on the neovitamin. It works fairly quickly when it works, and if it doesn't, there are other treatments, but some are somewhat radical, but they've been effective.
What are they? No. Forget it. You'll tell me when you tell me. What happens when you die?
You don't need to think about dying.
But what happens?
Dying from the outside, from the bodily perspective, it's not very pretty. No one looks very peaceful as far as I've seen. There are stories of people seeing a white light, an angelic serenity, but those are the stories from the people who live, so they might just be describing what it's like to almost die and then live, so we don't know. I was just speaking with a patient who's about to give birth.
Guess that about covers it.
Those are just 2 events. There's a lot in between.
I've always been afraid that shame would be the last thing I felt on Earth. No light or angelic stuff, just a weird pain and a shame that I was sick. And that I'd feel alone no matter who was there. I've always been afraid of that, and now I don't want to die like some dirty animal with my teeth showing and some weird look in my eye. I'm sorry to talk like this.
It's good. In fact, we have someone here who's wonderful. I think it'd be good for you to reach out to her, you know? Just to talk.
I'd like that. I guess it's a real irony, me being here, how I got here.
Irony is a people thing. Nature is very frank. We're here and we're taking care of you. That's all, okay? Just this morning, my son Eric, he's 7, he just looked at me and he said, "The sun doesn't know it's hot, right? It just goes around being orange."
I don't want to die.
Hey, it's gonna be alright, okay?
For who?
Just take a deep breath. Just try to relax, okay?
I feel sick. I think I'm going to be sick. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in a hospital. I don't want to be sick.
Just try to relax, okay? Just think of simple, true things. I'll get something for your stomach. Just ring if you need anything, okay?
Just made a mistake.
Just think of simple, true things.
The sun is orange.
There we go. I'll come right through, okay?
I'm thinking of good things.
Sorry,
I doubt you'll find anything good.
I'm just looking around.
You know, I used to smoke. Now I only come out here and stand around for 5 minutes thinking about cigarettes. Hey, don't you volunteer here?
Yeah, I'm also, I collect stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, just any kind of... Honestly, I'm basically looking for some pills or something. Do you think there's anything here for a headache?
I doubt it, no.
Probably not. You look important. Like a person who saves lives. Very... You know,
I'm not gonna give you any pills, you know?
You still look... You know?
Thank you. Careful, you can get botulism.
That's a good name for a disease.
Isn't it? I always thought it sounded like a philosophy of really bad choices. You know, people think it's not out there anymore, but it is. It's alive and well. People think it's not out there anymore, you know? But you, listen.
I'll be careful. Today's my birthday.
Happy birthday. Someone's about to have a birthday in here.
I guess it's pretty common. I was a perfect baby.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that.
Yeah, I was just all ready for the world.
Surprise!
Yeah.
You know, it's very lucky to be a person. Just a regular person. Do you know that when you combine an egg cell and a sperm cell, there are more ways it can combine, more particular kinds of people that can result that there are atoms in the universe?
I love facts like that. I used to be 7 pounds, 8 ounces. Now look at me. I think I disappointed everybody when I was born. If all they'd been expecting was just a little animal that needed air and food, I think I would have been pretty impressive. There was no way I could live up to all that want and need, me and my 7 pounds, 8 ounces. I think being born hurt my feelings. Sorry, my head is killing me.
I'm sorry. Can I ask you this? What do you want out of life?
Are you kidding?
Just for fun.
Okay, I want, out of life, for this headache to go away, and then, I guess to know something. At the risk of sounding like some fuck up pawing through the garbage for drugs, I want to know love. I want to calmly know love on earth, and to feel beautiful. Thanks, that was a lot of fun.
Pretty good answer. You know, a lot of people, they don't know. You think we'd take the time, you know? I mean, there are answers for so many things. How many atoms there are in the universe, how black holes are made. Sorry, I don't mean this to be embarrassing. But people just spill things. You know? You're not driving, are you? Happy birthday. John? John, I don't believe it!
Mary.
Hey!
Hi. Wow.
Oh no, look at you, what happened?
A couple things. Look at you. I could ask you the same thing.
This is so funny, I kept thinking I'd see you.
Me too. I thought I saw you a few times. I was always looking.
Oh, I almost called when it was so rainy. Remember all that rain? Our basement flooded.
I had almost called you a few times. I don't know. I thought we'd have more relationship.
Well, we did. We do.
Not a relationship, but I thought I'd see you.
And here I am. Ta-da!
I meant before. You look so big. It's really great.
Today's the day, I hope. What about you? Are you okay?
Yeah, no, just something stupid. I cut myself.
Ooh, making a birdhouse or a canoe or something? One of your projects?
Yeah, no, just around the house.
Do you have a cold?
Do I sound stuffed up? I think I just need some rest. It's a good place to get some quiet anyway.
I'm not sure how quiet will be for me.
You'll do great. It's really good to see you, Mary.
Boom, 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 boom. Beep, beep, boop, boop. Blink. Remember?
This is gonna be dumb, but don't make fun of me.
What?
Mary, can I hold you? Or can you hold me?
I'm not sure how holdable I am. But I could give you a hug. Hey. It's good to see you.
It's really good to see you. Everyone here is really nice, but I don't know anyone. Is your husband here?
Can you believe it? He isn't. He's trying to get a flight right now. You cut your hand? What did you do?
It was stupid.
John, did you do this?
Partly, yeah. Yeah.
Why? I'm sorry, that's a stupid question. But why?
I don't know. Nothing. A lot of things. It was a mistake.
God, I wish I'd known. I don't know what I could have done. I just wish.
I had thought about calling you. I don't know what I would have said, but I'm all right. If Bob can't make it, I can be there for you in the delivery room if you need someone.
That's very sweet, John. I don't want to be alone in there. You're really thoughtful. But it might not be a good idea because if it turns out you do have a cold,
Okay, but I don't think I do.
it's still a really nice offer. I'm sorry, John. I have a lot on my mind.
Yeah.
They said the activity was good. I was walking up and down the halls.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. All these times. Or all these months.
The sink still drains like a dream. Remember when you unclogged our sink?
Hey, Mary.
Hey. You should get some rest, okay? And John, I should get back to walking. They said activity is good.
Yeah, sorry. They have me on this really heavy stuff, and it makes me so sleepy. It's really good that good old Mary.
Rest up, okay? Now we'll see you soon. Oh, wait until you hear this. You'll love it. I think we're gonna name him John.
It's all right, Mary. It's really. I'm sorry. I keep saying that. See you later, Mary.
Bye, John.
You found a nice spot?
I'm just looking at this.
Maybe it's a sign.
Maybe it isn't a sign. Maybe this is a sign.
Maybe they're both signs. I'm here visiting a friend.
I'm here being difficult.
You always were a suspicious package. I remember you wrote an essay for Middletown Day called "This Whole Hamlet is Shaking." I still remember the first sentence. If this was... No. If Middletown was a horse instead of a town, it would be better for everyone, and I would ride it off into the sun. Was that it?
Wow. Yeah. No, that sounds right. It's always surprising when people remember something. I had to read it in front of everybody. I was shaking myself. Gave the thing a nerve, like... I don't know. It made it more believable.
I remember. They put your picture in the paper?
Yeah. The color came out funny. All I was the shape of a kid with blurry teeth and hair.
You could still tell you were happy. You looked very proud.
I probably was.
I thought it was big of you. To stand up there and shake and say what you think and feel. We all have our ideas. Some people say the secret to life is being able to live in the middle of all of our different ideas about life.
Some people don't say anything.
True.
I didn't mean anything. Forget I said that.
Okay. My mother used to sing "You Are My Sunshine" to me at night, and "Kentucky Moon" in the morning.
That's nice. Mine wasn't her own. She tried and tried, I think. Just bad luck, I guess. A world full of fathers out there. Try to find one when you need one. My father was a speech impediment. It's how I usually think of him. He came by once with a doll and some wrong-sized clothes.
My father was very tall. He felt that posture was very important.
Yeah. I forget, do they have food in there?
I had him in soup the other day.
It's weird. It's weird to be alive. I know it's supposed to be really important and great, but here's my philosophy. I'm sitting on a bench. I'm wearing this shirt, these shoes. It's this certain weather. This is my body. End of story.
Can't argue with that.
Thank you. Is this all right?
Of course. I'm just here, waiting.
Can I ask? Did anyone ever explain things to you? Like, other than stuff about posture. Like really sit down and just say, okay, you, here's how this whole thing works.
There's an Indian prayer I always liked. If it's raining, it's not snowing. If it's snowing, the deer are thin. If the thin deer are sleeping, then it's sunny. Hold the hand of your love and wait for the moon. Some things you are never to know. Listen to the brook. It's sort of woodsy, but I always liked it. I don't know if I have it word for word.
That's nice. We did Indians in school. I did a reenactment. People clapped and my mom cried. That felt good. There's people like me in the world, I think. You just don't hear much from us because we usually don't say anything. But we're out there, trying to get a hold on the whole thing. It's like, I don't know. It's like trying to fix a moving car.
I think that we're born with questions, and the world is our answer.
I guess there's a lot of ways to go. You're not gonna ask me what I want out of life, are you? I just wish I got somewhere, you know? That I was born and then I grew, somehow. I'd like people to look at me and feel wonder. I'd like people to look at me and say, wow, look at that guy. What kind of soup was it?
Tomato. Do you ever think you might be a normal person?
Maybe. I don't know. Bad news for normal people. I took a lot of those pills.
Are you alright?
Yeah. Afternoon.
You again. On a bench again with your pupils all constricted. You're Craig, right?
Did you get a call to come down here and strangle me?
Why would... No! They want you in there, okay?
Okay. Why don't you like me?
What's this?
He's not feeling well. Be gentle.
Okay, Craig. I'm sure you'll be fine. You've been really good about showing up for these. They want you in there, okay?
Okay. Good luck with your friend.
Bye, Craig. Thank you.
I'm sorry. It's like he's too good to do the things everyone has to do.
A lot of people probably feel that sometimes.
Maybe. Probably. Oh God, I don't know, I'm sorry. I don't even know the guy. I guess I'm not feeling very patient. Thank you, Judith. Thanks for coming.
You made a beautiful speech.
I didn't prepare anything. I thought I'd just go up there and talk.
Well, it was lovely. Everyone cried and felt so close to her. You were a good son.
It was hard. They had her on everything. At the end, she did these things with her hands. It was like she was playing piano in her mind. Remember, she used to teach us music. It made us happy to think that's what was happening. She had things to do in there, even though there was nothing to do.
It was good you could be with her. She was a wonderful woman.
She was almost our oldest resident. A few days before I was here visiting, and she asked me, "What does this actually mean?" And then she held up her middle finger, and it was so funny. And I said, "Mom, where did you see that?" It was on some show that had couples working out their problems, but so I told her, "Mom, it means I don't like you." And I felt terrible, almost sick for even saying those words to my mom. I just wanted to get her flowers, to make her laugh, and help her get home.
I'm sure she knew how you felt. It's a sweet story. People know what happens.
Yes, they do.
Seems so original when it happens to us.
I like the natural order of things, but yeah, it's hard. When we were leaving, her doctor said, "See you later." And me and my sister had a laugh about that over breakfast. Yes, we shall. Sorry. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you. Mary Swanson is supposed to be having her baby today.
Oh, from over on Oak Street, right? Number 31?
Yes. Mary?
Mary.
That's funny. Is that how you remember people?
What, the address? Yeah, I guess it's just a habit. Well, if I know the address, the general layout, then I can sympathize. A few weeks before I was here, and me and my mom, we listed all the stores that we'd ever been to. Isn't that sad that one day there's going to be a last store that you ever went into?
It is. But isn't it great to think there was a first? Right?
Frank Super.
Rat. Look at this pretty tree.
Yeah, it's nice. I like trees. Everybody does, I'm sure, but yeah, me too. Anyways, I've got to get back in there. Will you be at the library tomorrow?
I will.
I'll stop in and say hi.
I'll say hi back.
Thank you, Judith. Thank you.
Make sure you drink lots of water, even though you're not thirsty.
Okay.
How are you feeling? Can I get you anything?
No. I'm sorry, I have a lot on my mind.
That's good sometimes, and sometimes it's also good to just look out a window. Everything's gonna be fine. I'll be up in a bit with some food.
Food?
You're not hungry.
I don't know, I'm feeling kind of God.
You're kind of God. Very nice to meet you. Love your work. It'll come back. Your appetite is. Do you need anything otherwise?
I just thought everything would be different.
And it isn't?
People had trouble with travel arrangements. My husband and one of my
brother. Whatever was gonna happen, I just didn't think I'd do it alone.
You'll get here. Don't feel alone. You are not alone. Rest. Rest. Ring, okay, if you need anything.
Alright, I will. I'm not alone.
Sorry, am I not
It's okay. Hi, I'm Sergeant Hollingsworth. I don't know if you remember, I was at your house when the ambulance was there.
Sorry, I thought I was in the wrong room. I remember. It was busy, but I remember you.
I just wanted to let you know that there won't be any charges filed here. The arrangement is you'll do some community service, and that when you get better, you'll agree to get some help. Some counseling.
Thank you.
Does that sound all right?
Have you talked to them here?
No, why?
I don't know.
Does it sound all right?
Okay.
Here. Have a look at these. The address to send them to is up at the top. It needs to be signed. Are you feeling better?
Did you tell Stephanie?
Who's Stephanie?
I don't know.
Are you okay?
I think I'm losing my voice.
Just rest up and listen to your doctors, okay?
I will.
Life gets tough. It gets tough for everyone, you know that, right?
Yeah.
I get moody. I get sad. I mean, people don't think of cops as getting moody. Look at all this stuff.
It's a lot of stuff. I just want to be a regular, living person.
You will. I have to be back here for something else tomorrow. I'll stop in.
Stephanie's from when I was little. I was little.
Stephanie. Okay. I'll have them stop in and check on you, okay?
Are you leaving?
Yeah, I've got to go.
Okay.
So one thing about the whole community service thing is managing the community garden over on West Street. Just building little stuff and making sure everything's all taken care of. They told me you were good at stuff like that.
Yeah. I like stuff like that.
Well, then good. Get some rest. I think they'll give you a uniform or something.
I'd like that. I like working outside.
See you later.
Bye.
beautiful. Me.
Goodbye, person. Hope you're not sad.
Somebody needs you. Oh, my baby. As much skin-to-skin contact as possible, just let him feel holding you, okay? Could you both? You look like a Renaissance painting. It's a very healthy baby. Oh, my lucky baby boy. Okay, I'll leave you too. Thank you. Hi, Johnny. Hi, baby.
Is everyone dressed?
Yes.
Hi. Congratulations. I'm Robert Hollingsworth. Judith was telling me I'm really happy for you. I'm over on Pine Street near the river.
Hi, I'm Mary.
He's a beautiful boy. Just perfect. He's sleeping.
That's the life.
Thank you. Thank you for visiting. It's nice to have people.
Yeah, no, of course. We had to be down here anyway. Oh, hello, sweetheart. How'd you get up here? Are you lost?
You want to have a look? He says hello. He says, how are you?
Fine.
Well, this has been quite a day. He looks so peaceful.
Why don't we should let you be.
Yes, you should rest up.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
There's the radio. Would you like some music?
That might be nice.
Okay, darling. I'll see you tomorrow.
Evening. Don't mind me. Oh, is that a baby?
This is John.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you.
John's a good name.
Thank you.
I guess they all are. When you think about it. Is the temperature okay in here?
It's fine, thank you.
Okay. See you later.